What's up, everybody? Commish here. Nate Dogg bringing here your playoff video. Um, Everybody, congratulations on making the playoffs. All 8 of the teams that did make it there. So, good job for all of you. Uh, Real quick, little housekeeping. Any of I've said it on there before. You guys contracts, any penalties, all the money we've spent on trades, money that you owe. All that kind of nonsense will be, Brett and I will have that posted, and that way you guys can see what that is soon in the next week or so. Somewhere throughout the playoffs. That's why we know what's going on with like money. Congratulations, 3 division winners. Edwards, Brett Emineth, and Henderson. $200 for the win, and $50 for making playoffs. So you guys are already in the money. Good job, you 3. Let's see. What else? I'm gonna look one up from last year too. Talk about playoffs real quick. A lot of stuff going on. One thing I did just for the fun of it, I don't even know if it's legit or not, but I'm gonna share it with you guys anyways. I kind of came up, since we're all betting people. I kind of made my own Super Bowl odds. Who would win the Super Bowl if we were to bet on everybody? So what I did is I took the seed which you made in the playoffs, and then I took the power ranking of the opponents that you could possibly face in your bracket or in your little sub 4s. So 3 different power rankings of those people, added them all up, and then that gave you a 1 through 8 score. And then I took the total points, and that gave you the 1 through 8 score. Lowest scores being the best, 1 being the best, if all that makes sense. But just the formula for my odd makings. So whether they're legit or not, I'll just give it to you guys, see if you guys like it. So my Super Bowl odds, if we were in Vegas, betting man, what I decided to figure out for our odds, I'll start from the down and go up. 7-1 odds on winning the Super Bowl. Came with Robbie and Brett Rowe. 7-1 odds after my math. We have 5-1 odds, 2 teams, Henderson and Pete are both 5-1 odds to win everything. We have 4-1 Brian Rupp. Let's see, and we have 2 3-1s. That would be Brett Emineth and Big Dan are both 3-1s. And the person who has the best chance, according to my odds, at winning everything, 2-1, Edwards. So Edwards, number 2 seed, mixed with the people that he could possibly face on the power rankings, mixed with his total points. 2-1 odds for Edwards. So whether that is relevant to anything or not, I thought it was kind of whatever. Just give a little odds on who would win the Super Bowl. Let's see what else. Game of the week this week. Well, I'll start all the playoff games. We got any which one of the 4 could have been game of the week. There's storylines behind all of them. We have, I'll start with Rowe and Edwards. I posted on this, but in case you didn't see, but Rowe and Edwards playing each other. Rowe was the division champ of last year, so it's kind of like division champ of last year facing division champ of this year. You know, and they get to do a little battle. I'm envisioning like the Steelers-Ravens little heated trading off division championships. I don't know, not necessarily teams, but you know what I mean. We got, let's see what else. We got Big Dan and Rupp. That's a rematch of our Super Bowl from last year. So already Super Bowl rematch in week 1 of the playoffs. That's pretty cool. We have Pete and Brett Emineth, division rivals. They played each other in week 10 and week 12 and split. So they're going to be playing each other in week 10, playing each other in week 12, and playing each other in week 14. Nothing like having faced the same person 3 times in 5 weeks. But they split, so we'll see who gets the better. Whose third game is a charm for those 2 teams who can advance there. And last game, I decided to go with game of the week. I know they've been asking for it all year long. Robbie and Henderson. They wanted the matchup, but every time it came up, it just didn't work out for game of the week. But Third time's a charm for you guys as well. We got Robbie Henderson gonna go. All four of the games could have been game of the week, but we're gonna go with theirs. Um, Battled each other out all year for 1 and 2 spot. Little Aaron Rodgers kind of hurt Robbie towards the end of the season, but he still made the playoffs. Henderson's looked good all year, but coming in as the #1 overall seed. So we got the #1 seed going against the #8 seed as our game of the week, but could be a good matchup. But again, like these two teams, they face each other in week 10 and week 12, so they'll be facing each other 3 times in 5 weeks. Pretty crazy. So I'm gonna look up. Man, I thought I was gonna be able to look it up. I might make a post. I was gonna see. I know Dan had a chance at. I know he's scoring the top points. So through the regular season, Dan finished #1 in total points. Good job, Dan. So he's gonna get a $50 little pop right there for being total points. Myself, I had most points against. So I definitely had the bad luck bug of all of us this year. But I myself got a little $50 that may or may not cover my trade fees. But I got a little $50 win in there for basically having bad luck. But yeah, I was gonna look to see. I know Dan had a chance. I'll have to look it up, make a post. Maybe I'll throw it in my next week's video. But Dan had a chance, if he didn't already do it, of getting the total points record. Just looked at last year's. It looks like they did the total points through even the playoffs. So we'll have to see what we do there. But yeah, good luck. Good job, everybody in the playoffs. Good luck. I'm your commish. This is the EDL. This is the playoffs. This is what we all season long. Everything before this doesn't matter one bit. Records, this, that, this playoffs. Anybody could go down. We saw it last year. I bet we see it time and time again. I might want to take these odds on some of you guys. I'll be the house because I bet none of us would have thought last year what happened on some of the early games. But that's why it's the playoffs. Good luck, everybody. I'm your commish. This is EDL, Realist Fantasy Football League out there.